Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this video, we are talking about small 12-volt batteries, like the ones for ATVs, motorcycles, and the like, coming up. Now this battery is actually out of my generator, but this video will still be relevant if you are looking for a battery for your ATV, your motorcycle, lawnmower, or anything like that. So this is the battery that came out of my generator. This isn't the one that came with it. This is my second battery. I had to replace it. The model for this one is XTAZ10S. I think the Z10S is the important part. The first few letters are more brand specific. So the replacement battery that I got the first time was from Batteries Plus. I didn't really think to go online to look for one. I needed a battery. I ran over there since they're local and I grabbed this one. This one has since gone bad and I needed to get a new one. And I was just gonna go back to Batteries Plus, but then it actually dawned on me to look to see if I could find one, and I'm glad I did. This is the battery on their website. This is the same battery that I bought for it the first time. And you can see the price right here, $85.99. So that is definitely not cheap for a tiny little battery. So the specs on this battery, it has 185 cold cranking amps and it's 8 amp hours. It's also 12 volts. This is an AGM battery, which means it's still lead acid, but it's sealed. So you can mount it in any position. It's not gonna leak. You're not gonna have the typical corrosion that you will have with any of the vented lead acid batteries. Now allow me to go off on a quick little tangent here. No matter whether it is a gasoline-powered vehicle, car, truck, motorcycle, or if it's an electric vehicle or it's a hybrid, they all have the same 12-volt battery, and this is the weakest link in any of those vehicles. The lead-acid battery was invented in 1859. This technology is more than 150 years old, but it was not designed to handle the type of loads and demands that the newer vehicles put on them. Some of the more updated battery technology is lithium, but lithium is not recyclable like lead is. So we still don't have a great solution as of right now. I really wish the companies would spend more money on better battery technology rather than trying to advance everything else first. You gotta start from the ground up. Otherwise, if you don't have a good foundation, just like any building, bridge, or any structure, if you don't have a good foundation, the rest of it's just gonna topple over. All right, rant over. Okay, so when I jumped on Amazon, this was the first one that I found. We got 190 cold cranking amps, 8.6 amp hours, and a cost of $33.02. You could buy almost 3 of these batteries for one of those. You might be asking yourself about the warranty. 12-month warranty, 12-month warranty. So, But this is not the battery that I actually ended up going with. So this is the battery that I actually ended up going with. It is a lithium battery, but it's lithium iron phosphate, which has a little bit higher of an operating temperature range and doesn't catch fire like a lot of the other lithium batteries. So a lot of times people refer to it as a LiFePO4 battery, and this particular battery cost $81.89. So you can see that we're pretty close to the cost of this battery. However, it has 300 cold cranking amps. Now it only has 5 amp hours, but for my purposes, I just use it as a starting battery. I don't use it to run a load or anything like that. All right, let's open up this box and show you what I got. So this is the box that it came in. here's the battery. So one of the things that I noticed right away when I got this, I thought the box was empty. I didn't think it had anything in it. This thing is disgustingly light. Okay, so let's do a quick comparison. Here's the AGM battery. 6 pounds, 9.5 ounces. And here's the new LifePo 4 battery. 1 pound, 11 ounces. So you can see that it is significantly lighter. You can see that we have 300 cranking amps right there, capacity 5 amp hours, 12 volt. And another thing that this has is it actually has a battery meter on top. I thought that was pretty neat. One of the reviews said that no matter how much they charged it, it never actually registered to the 4th full bar. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but I thought it was a pretty neat little feature there. So in upcoming videos, I'm actually going to be doing stuff to my camper trailer to make it lighter. This was actually a happy accident. I didn't realize that this battery was going to be lighter, but it is. So that's actually an added bonus. It's going to make my generator, obviously, almost 5 pounds lighter to be able to lift it up onto the receiver on the back of my trailer. I have a rack that sticks out that I put the generator on. 5 pounds may not sound like a lot, but when you have dental floss hanging out of your sleeves like I do, 5 pounds could make a little bit of a difference to make it easier to get it up there. Now, something I didn't really think about until I actually had this. So this is a 12 volt battery, 5 amp hours, right? This is a 5 amp hour battery. This is a 5 amp hour battery. And this 5 amp hour lithium battery weighs 1 pound, 6 ounces. So up to this point, if you're just interested in upgrading the battery for your ATV, motorcycle, or lawnmower, this is a great option to go. The link in the description for this particular battery has several different options. There are different sizes, so pay attention to which size you need and where you need the posts. Do be careful because you can order the wrong one and get the wrong one. I can't stand it when people put negative reviews because they're the one that ordered the wrong battery. Just order the right battery instead of leaving negative reviews for your mistake. Now, if you ordered the correct battery and they sent the wrong battery, that's a different issue. That's an Amazon issue, not a product issue. Again, I digress. So now we're going to go ahead and install this back into the generator and give it a try. All right, we obviously already have the other battery out, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to show it to you. The new battery does come with screws, but only the top part of it is threaded, so if you have to mount them here, you're going to have your own nuts. For this particular application in my generator, I don't really think it matters whether you mount them on the top or on the side. They were mounted on the side before. I don't really think it matters which way that they are mounted. Now, I haven't charged it yet. I also have the gas off. That's how I store the generator. I turn the gas off and let it run so it tries to drain as much gas out of the carburetor as possible. To start with, I just want to see how it cranks to see if I can notice a difference. So we got to turn the battery on first. And then we can come over here. We got the starter button right here. It also has a remote start, which is nice. Yeah, that cranks pretty strong. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel on. Got to turn the choke on. also, when I ordered this battery, I decided to give it a try, this all-state protection plan. It gives you the option when you're checking out. It was $12.99 and covers the battery for 4 years. I don't know if it's worth it or not. If I end up using it, I will do an update. But I figure for $12.99, it might protect an $85 expense or $82 or whatever you want to, might cover it. So I thought it was worth a try. Again, links to these will be in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything to use them, but when you do use them, it helps the channel out just a little bit. And so my initial impressions are, I like it. I think I can definitely see a difference in the cranking power, and I think it'll do just fine for the generator. Again, it's just for starting it. It doesn't run any loads, so that 5 amp hour doesn't really have any sort of like negative effect on what I'm going to be using it for. So I think that's it for this video, and until the next project, we will catch you then. See ya.